Darlings, welcome back to Beauty Happy Hour, where I call on some of my most inspirational friends to share a lot of their wisdom, happiness, and a little bit of their magic. And today, darlings, I have a very special guest who is a very inspirational friend of mine. She's not only a mother, an activist, a furniture designer, she has her own fabulous beauty line. Core Organics is my fabulous special friend, Miranda Kerr. Hi! Oh my God, I finally get to see you!
Hi, I miss you so much.
I miss you so much. Of course, you're looking gorgeous and fresh and amazing. Those Cora products, they're just so good. Honestly, look at you. You just never age. You're like this beautiful fairy. Like you should be in kind of like a, Lord of the Rings sort of, dreamy.
You look beautiful too.
Oh, darling, I tell you, well, there's enough makeup on here, I tell you, and a little bit of Cora to help me, skincare to help me kind of bring it all to life. Oh my God, but look, I'm so excited to have you on Beauty Happy Hour because you are like, honestly, such an inspiration. And I want to share this with everyone. All of you that don't know, honestly, you should know, and probably the world does know, but not everyone knows how intimately I know you and what an inspiration you are and how you're kind of a bit of a superwoman. I mean, you kind of do it all. You've got Cora, your amazing skincare line, which is just incredible and really, really beautiful products. You're an activist, you're a mother, you're a supermodel, and you've just designed a furniture line, which I also want to talk to you about. I'm like, wait a minute, which I can see in the background. Are those the new chairs? Because I just went through the online and I fell in love with a few bits. I was like, okay, I'm going to be... And it's such great prices. Amazing.
It really is. Yeah. This little table here with the mother of pearl detail. Everything you see in the background is my collection. So you see the mirror in the background and the console and yeah.
It's but so chic and so fabulous. And we're going to go into that in a minute because I'm going to get distracted on the furniture. There's so much I want to talk to you about. But darling, this, I want to talk to you first about, okay, you've got such an amazing, you've written 2 books, Empower Yourself, Treat Yourself. You're such an inspiration to so many young girls and to so many people. And both of us, when we kind of met, it was like, apart from the fact we both got Flynn as sons,
I
I know, but also kind of loving the way that you sort of embrace life with that positive thinking and how you've willed in a way, or brought so much, talked it all into existence, willed it all into existence through the power of creative visualization. Will you share a little bit with that with us today?
Well, I really feel that every thought we think has an effect. So that's why, because we are made up of water, and there's been so many different studies on Dr. Masaru Emoto did a lot of studies on the cellular structure of water, and if you write on the water like love or bliss or like a high vibrational word or health or healing, it changes the molecular structure of the water. So because we're such a high percentage of water, I think it's about 65% water we are as humans. Every thought that we're thinking, every word that we're saying is bringing that whatever we're thinking or saying kind of into existence. So our thoughts are very powerful, and we can really change our world by thinking more uplifting, positive thoughts. So we can choose, when we look outside, we can say, wow, I'm so grateful for the rain. Or we can choose and say, oh, I don't like the rain, and it's up to us. We have the power to choose the way that we perceive things. And everything in life, in my opinion, has a positive and a negative. And if we can see and understand that with every positive, there's a negative, with every negative, there's a positive, it's like a battery with the plus and the minus. And that's like us as energetic beings. We need to be able to kind of look at things from that objective point of view and then choose a more positive thought. So if something that we perceive to be negative is happening, we have the choice and the power to say, well, I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to grow and evolve from this experience, and I'm going to appreciate
You're
more when the sun comes out.
Absolutely. But you're so right. If you think, I mean, when the sun comes out, I was just thinking about how as females we are ruled by, you know, our cycles, and the moon, the tides, right? So the moon, actually we're so ruled as females by the moon. Our kind of whole cycle is to do with the moon and the tides of the sea. So just thinking about his study is amazing if you think about it, because it makes complete sense that we are, it is a frequency that we resonate at. And if you think about it, it's just there in nature, right? We're ruled by the harvest of the moon and the kind of the way the tides and the water and even our female cycles are ruled by it. So that makes complete sense because it's right there looking at you in nature. And if you think about, you know, so much of that, you know, like we can, it's life, right? So sometimes we can have days where we're like, why did that happen to me? What did this happen? But actually, I love the way you, like you were saying, every negative has a positive. And sometimes when you think, if you perceive it as a negative, then it becomes a negative. Sometimes within that negative, you find the positive, right? And it's how you continue to kind of do that. And it is amazing. And you know the magic that that brings. I know the magic that that brings. And I always tell everyone, not everyone kind of believes it, but I'm like, honestly, you are your thoughts. I mean, I think even, you know, there are kind of, it's out there. It's a kind of ancient sort of sayings that you are what you think, right? So think positive.
There's such a simplicity to it, but it takes a daily practice. And so one thing that I find really helpful is having a gratitude journal. And when I wake up in the morning, because my husband wakes up at 5:30 every morning before my kids, and I have a 9-month-old. The 9-month-old's still asleep, and my husband's like, "Good morning," and he's such a morning person, and I'm so not a morning person. And he's like, "How did you sleep?" And I'm like, "I'm still sleeping." So when he jumps in the shower, then it's my time. I have like about sometimes 45 minutes to an hour till the kids wake up. So I have like until 6:30 when the kids are up. And so what I like to do is I've just started this writing in a gratitude journal, 3 things that I'm grateful for. And it can be super simple, like the health of myself and my children, the fact we have a roof over our head, the fact that we have clean water, you know, just like simple things. And then it puts you in that mindset. And I like to also like open the windows, let some light in, and feel the energy of, you know, the light kind of in my hands, and let it kind of fill my body with that light and the kind of divine wisdom, I guess, that's out there and available to all of us.
Well, it's true. Like, I mean, you know, you say like the divine light, everyone knows how much they love sunlight. Like, you just put yourself in the sun, and it's like, even if you're just standing on the street and the sun beams down on you, how you, every cell in your being just relaxes.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I
so,
put my palms out and feel the sun in my palms. Like, even if you know, wearing a hat's important, but if you wear a hat and you have the, you know, your palms out and feel the sunlight.
that's so great. I do sometimes, especially now in kind of funky world that we're living in, I do sometimes just go and just, even if it's just outside my door for like 5 minutes, because we're obviously working all day long and kind of through video conferencing and all the rest of it. But like just 5 minutes, just standing there in the sun, and, you know, obviously kind of with my fair skin, I'm not, but I've realized how much I need that nurturing light and how much more relaxed I feel afterwards.
Yeah,
it is kind of amazing. But
it really helps me a lot. So
I love the gratitude journal. I'm totally, I hope you don't mind, but I think we should all be doing that, because you're right. At the end of the day, we can ask the universe for all these creative things to come into our lives and all of these kind of success, and, you know, but ultimately your health, you know, without our health, as we realize, we have nothing. Our health is everything. So, you know, we are kind of so grateful at this time, you know, to have our health. I mean, you know, you're right, every day it's like health. And so I think that kind of, you know, because you wrote this book, Empower Yourself, Treasure Yourself. And I think that so many of us, you know, if we think about the world out there, so often we're kind of being told, you can't do this, you won't do that. It's all about insecurities, a lot of negativity, like you'll never get to this. Oh, it's only because certain people get, you know, like my whole thing is dare to dream it, dare to believe it, dare to do it. And you know that that's what you've kind of done, right? We both dared to do that. And it takes courage, but it takes belief. And you know, I love your books, Empower Yourself and Treat Yourself. They've got these wonderful mantras that you kind of, you just, it's such good energy when you read the page. You're like, yes, you know, one is like, you know, I'm surrounded by love and light, and
Yeah.
just sort of, you know, just changing your mindset when something doesn't go your way or isn't quite right, or you're stressed. You're like, no, I'm surrounded by love and light. It's all good.
Yeah.
And just changing up that frequency. And
Yeah.
so much of it is about frequency. And I know that you are such a kind of, you know, you know how to, you're such a manifester.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember that kind of when we were like talking about crystals and like, you know, right? How much we love.
It's
I
been
mean,
such a great tool for me, like my whole life, even since I was a little girl. My grandfather, so he was a house mover, and so he would move physical houses from, you know, the ground, lift them up, and
wow.
move them to another part of Australia. That was his.
Oh my God.
That was like a profession back in his day. He doesn't do it anymore. But when he would do that in Australia, underneath the houses, oftentimes he would find these big geode crystals, and he would
Oh,
bring them
wow.
back for my grandma, and he was like bring them back to her as like a token of his love for like being away. And my grandma was like, no, whatever, like she didn't really care so much. So she said, why don't you put them down near the kids' willow tree, because I was obsessed with them. I thought they were just so magical. And
Magical. Yeah.
and so he put them at the base of the willow tree, and I would just be like, I would sit there for hours just kind of in awe of these. You know, I love to be outside and I love to be climbing the tree, but I
Crystal light beings,
the
the
magic of,
sparkle through them.
yeah. And some of them were like cracked open, some of them were still like all together. And I was just, and I didn't realize until I was about 13, and we went on a trip to Byron Bay, and there was a crystal. I was like going through, you know, the town or whatever, and there was this crystal store, and I walked in there and I was like, wow. And then it explained all the different crystals and what their uses were, you know, throughout time, what people had used these different crystals for. And I remember saying to the lady in the store, well, how do I know which one's for me? Because I mean, I want all of these wonderful things, and all these
Yeah.
crystals are amazing. And she said to me, which crystal do you feel like the most like compelled to interact
Yeah.
with? Like which one is like kind of pulling at your senses? And for me it was the rose quartz. And that's why now with Cora Organics, my skincare line, all of our products in our manufacturing process are filtered through a big like a rose quartz crystal touches upon every single ingredient, every single ingredient that's in the Core Organics packages. So
I do. I mean, yeah.
it brings
I really believe in
love,
that.
supercharges them, and then we have our, you know, process where we take it out, the rose quartz out, and we clean the rose quartz, we energize it with the sun, and then put it back in to the vat, so it, you know, gets
Oh,
re-energized,
wow.
and then it's re-energizing all of our products. It's just a little added bit of magical touch for me because I love that type of thing. But first and
Me
foremost,
too.
the products, you know, the products are super powerful and give people the results they need in a healthy way. And
Go completely. I mean, like, there, you know, you've got amazing, you know, gorgeous, incredible, raw, beautiful science ingredients in your products, and they really work. You know, I am a massive fan of them. Like, I have seen your skin for years and been like, okay, it's not fair. This skin is just unbelievable. It never ages, always looks plump, dewy, and you're off planes and working really long hours, and you know, just always seeing you having that amazing glow, and you're like, it's the noni glow. And it's like the noni glow. I've got it right here. We got the body one, which I love. I use that all over my body,
oh, yeah.
and the facial one, the oil. I mean, it's great. And then you've got the one for the lines around the eyes.
Did you get one of these? This is my rose quartz.
Oh, your rose. Oh, that is so, right now we need that more than ever, right? With the whole kind of lymph drainage. I don't know where mine is here, but it's like the lymph drainage to be able to get the blood flow. So when we're all kind of like puffy, you know, at the moment. But these, I love this one as
Like
well around the eyes.
to the hairline. That's a new
Yeah.
thing that I figured out. Like you'd go all the way up and into the hairline and then like
That's
down.
down, exactly. And that really lifts, that kind of gives you like an amazing, for depuffing and getting everything kind of moving and lifted. It's so great to be
I
able to
just
do that.
wake up and it's morning here, and I wake up and I'm like a puffer fish. But this,
Yeah.
it's very cooling, and if you use this with the face oil, it just like totally like reinvigorates and lifts your face.
Reinvigorates your skin and you get that amazing plump glow that is just so beautiful. So no, I have to say that they're done with such pure integrity, your products. They really are. They're kind of like really beautiful raw ingredients that really just when you put them on, you just feel how luxurious and how amazing they really kind of work on your skin. So I'm a big fan, and you know that. I'm always like, and you are a definite kind of perfect sort of, the face of your brand as the kind of, ambassador of your own brand. You just always have your skin. It's like, oh, everyone wants Miranda's skin. It is, but I know I've seen you come off planes, and
37.
I tell you, you're like, it's unbelievable. You look like literally sort of 22. It is like nonny glow. It's like nonny glow.
And 3 boys.
I mean,
I
it's
have 3
amazing.
gorgeous little boys. I mean, it's, as you know, being a mother.
It's so great. Oh, we're having our boys. I've got 2. I couldn't keep up with the 3. I think I'm done at 2, but amazing that you just popped another one out with Evan. I mean, honestly, another 2. I can't believe it.
I'm still breastfeeding.
Are you still breastfeeding? You're amazing. Honestly, how do you do it? You are like, I always think of you as a kind of, you are, you're an inspiration to so many, which is why I've like that sort of, you are a bit of a superwoman. It's like, have the 3 children, create the business empire with the, core. But so much of what you're doing is, a bit like me with my makeup line. It's like, I wanted to do this because actually you want to give a little bit of that magic to the world. Like people would always say to you, oh my God, your skin. You're like, I want to give you the noni oil, so
you want to share. It feels good. Like,
yeah.
When you share something that you know has worked for you and has helped you in your life, like whether it be for me, like, the use of the crystals or the noni or whatever it is. And for you, the incredible makeup that you make and that I use your products every single day. By the way, talking about uplifting, you've got Love and Lip and Cheek Glow here, which is
I was like, I knew you would love that. I was like, that is made for you. I know I've got a bit on here. I like literally like just put a bit on to just make us feel, I love it.
I'm wearing it right now.
I know, it just gives you like that kind of fresh, sort of pretty glow. That with your little bit of your noni oil. Oh my God, I love that on around the eyes, which I'm definitely like.
Oh,
now,
my eye oil. That is a winner.
That's so great.
Because it has Kahai oil, and Kahai oil is a natural retinol, so it helps with fine lines and wrinkles. And it also has caffeine in there, so it has the coffee seed extract and
that's great for depuff as well. Like, but I really feel that it kind of like plumps that whole kind of area when it gets a bit sort of dry. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really great because it's
great in your bag. I never forget you coming off a plane being like, and I was like, okay, right, that's how she does it.
Because the rose quartz rollerball is super cool.
Oh, that's what it is. It's the rose quartz rollerball. I never realized that it was rose quartz.
Yeah, that's a little rose quartz rollerball. So it's applying all of these
active
ingredients.
Everything is like really.
Yeah.
And no, you're all into kind of like those positive mists and like. Do you have a mist in? I'm like all them. Like obviously you got your gorgeous rose spray, which is really beautiful, rose and it's really calming.
And a lavender mist.
And a lavender mist. I hear you're coming out with it, which I don't have yet, which I'm desperate for the fake tan with lavender. I'm like,
yes. This fake tan it's actually
can you send it to me ASAP?
Like tan because it doesn't smell. Goop's written a lot about it because it's just like a great natural way to tan, and it's not yellowy or orange. It's just like
you look at those mud marks, exactly.
Tan. So this is really good for right now, and you can put it everywhere on your face, your body,
and it never marks. It doesn't crease.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gorgeous because a lot of them like funky smells. You're like, not so great. Then end up on your sheets. I mean, but and tell me about the crystals. So I didn't realize that. So your father, isn't that funny how you look back at life and connect the dots where your grandfather had those crystals, and you would sit by the trees, and they are, you know, they're a frequency, right? Like, we live in the crystal age. I talk about it all the time. Like, you and I are communicating through the crystal in this computer, through the telephone, the crystal in the telephone, with the crystal in the TV, the crystal, like, it's not just, you know, kind of like namby-pamby, whatever. It's like actually reality. It's a bit like you were saying with the water, you know, how it's a frequency, right? The water, when you write in water, because we are probably predominantly made up with water, crystals are like, they are conductors, right? So they are, it's called piezoelectric, right? So actually they're piezoelectric, so it's a frequency of electricity. And so you understood that with all sitting there, all the piezoelectric crystals were like going, you're going to build kind of, use sort of create Cora and do the kind of all of these magical things that you're giving to the world.
Yeah, it's kind of like how you do, because when people have their day-to-day routine of like cleanse, mist, moisturize, makeup, whatever, I wanted to add that magic to that monotonous kind of daily routine. And I feel like you do that as well with your products, adding that magic and that extra special time for yourself. So it's really something that I feel is necessary.
It is. Well, it's like, to your point, like, my whole thing is like, skincare is self-care and self-love, right? And that's a lot of what you talk about with empower yourself and treat yourself. Like, now more than ever, we need those moments to kind of like really change up with the negativity in the world. Like, we've just got to change that frequency, and for ourselves, right? We are indoors, sometimes not moving as much as we were, and just taking 10 minutes to just, actually just 10 minutes of time to take your serum or take your oil and like literally massage it into your face with that kind of positive affirmations, makes such a difference to then how your day pans on exactly what happens. And I've taught that to so many people that work with me and different friends, and they're like, oh my God, it makes such a difference to take like that 10 minutes where they were slapping it on, but then just taking, and just doing a little bit of the kind of, exactly the kind of, whether you pinch or whether you're using the gua sha stone or the kind of, but it really, and also everything soaks into the skin with such a different frequency. And it really kind of, it does make a difference to how plump or how dewy or how gorgeous it feels by just taking that bit of extra time. It makes a huge difference to how your skin can react to products. But I really think that that's kind of a lot of what you do with Cora. Like, you understood that through having, done so much kind of work with crystals and, and ingredients, and, really, really kind of, in the end, you was, like you said, you were creating something for yourself that then the whole world was like, wait a minute, we don't want some of that. It's amazing. And, that's the same with makeup, right? Makeup's about empowering people. Like, what I love it is like, you're selling people actually a bit of confidence in a jar, a bit of happiness in a jar. And, I always say lipstick is a tube of happiness, and so you understand that in the way that, being
as well. Your mascara.
I know the mascara.
Like, I mean, I absolutely love full fat lashes, and I've just started using your.
Oh. You love a mascara, you love a lipstick. I mean, you love a lipstick so much that I named one after you. I couldn't help it. Miranda May, which no one knows that's your middle name. Yes. It's like such a kind of, and you used on your wedding day, which I love, Walk of No Shame, darling. You were like sashaying with that empowered strut, Walk of No Shame. I put
man, I can't remember
now. Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace.
Grace, yes.
Yeah, you mix the two together. They're like, here they are. That's such a good little kind of Amazing Grace.
First Dance is also pretty as well.
First Dance is pretty good. They're all very Miranda colors.
What I'm really loving for every day, which I've become obsessed with, is Sexy Lips.
Oh, Sexy Lips is good, isn't it?
That's what I'm wearing now.
I'm going to put that. Oh, it's good on you, Sexy Lips. God, darling, of course it is, sweetie. I love that.
I think I love
so good.
Underneath it.
And your mask, your turmeric mask as well. I love that.
Oh, this, yeah. The turmeric. So I use this in the shower, and my husband uses it every morning in the shower to like scrub his face. It helps with like any ingrown hairs on his beard. And I use it every second day. because it's super invigorating. It has the minty peppermint, it like tingles. You have the natural
Oh,
AHAs, papaya enzymes, and it just an aspen bark, as well as the rosehip seeds and the crystal quartz to like cleanse, like a physical microdermabrasion.
you ever use it on your body?
I have done a whole body scrub with this, and I'm obsessed.
Yeah, that I did use it once. I was like, oh, this feels good. I've got to remember to do it. I know on the arms.
The back of the arms, if you ever get any of those little pimples, this is incredible. I had my dermatologist contact me and say he didn't know like anything else like to offer to this person who had this problem on the back of her arms, and he said this was the only thing that worked. So it's pretty awesome.
No, it is amazing. I did use it once. I was like, this is great as a body scrub. It's a bit indulgent, but it's so good. Because turmeric is so anti-inflammatory, right? It's so, it's amazing.
Skin, and then also the fact that, you know, you've got that tingling sensation of the peppermint. It's such an uplifting experience. I feel like this is an at-home facial. So you've got the scrub and then
off all the dead skin and then put the noni oil to really nourish it. Yeah, so good.
The best.
I've seen you before a shoot. You're like, okay. I'm like, wait, you come in glowing. I'm like, what did you do? You're like, I just did the turmeric mask and then put the noni oil on, and it's like glistening glass skin. I mean, it's like, it is a dream. I'm telling you, everyone, you need to try it. But I know that everyone was asking. I was like, I'm going to interview Miranda, and they're like, okay, we just need to know her skincare regime. So, and we talked about, you do the kind of the tell me your skincare regime, and then I want to know about your exercise regime, and then I want to know about your kind of, you know, what vitamins, like we want to know, we all want that kind of amazing glow that you've kind of bottled. But yeah, the skincare regime.
So in the morning, I love to, as I said, I wake up, do my little gratitude thing, and then I pop in the shower and I cleanse my face. So first I use the cream cleanser or the foaming cleanser. I mix it up. So we have both. And then every second day I'll use the scrub. And then when I get out, I mist my face with the rose mist or the citrus mist. And then I use our vitamin C serum, which contains kakadu plum. And kakadu plum is from Australia, and it's one of the highest natural sources of vitamin C. And this has worked wonders for my pigmentation. So,
oh yes, yeah.
Because I have 3 kids, pigmentation is something that I feel like have been constantly working on. And I needed to do it in a natural way because I was pregnant for the last 2, pregnant or breastfeeding for the last 3 years actually. So this has been my lifesaver. So I use this in the morning, and then after I use that, I put the Noni Glow face oil. And then after that, I put my moisturizer. I use our hydrating moisturizer, and then my eye oil, and then I'm done.
Oh, the eye oil.
It's really simple.
It's simple, easy. Which one of your products just won an Elle award for like an amazing? It got an amazing beauty award. It was like, was it your serum?
We had 20, I think it's 24 awards for our products.
So good.
From Allure to Elle, and we literally, I don't know which was the one that was Elle. Which one was it?
I think it was one of your serums, I think.
Oh, it was the face oil, one of the serums.
That's right.
So we have, okay, let me just show you right here because I wrote them down because I'm so proud of all of these.
I know, you've got to be proud. Me too. Every time I win a beauty award, I'm like, yes, I'm in such gratitude, so happy that everyone loves the product.
I know, isn't it the best? Oh, so
the best.
Let's see. Oh no, it doesn't say it here, but 22 awards in the last 2 years. So Allure Best of Beauty 3 years in a row, Elle Beauty Awards, InStyle Beauty Awards. We don't have the breakdown here.
Go, Miranda.
Look
Go.
at me.
I love it. Listen, they all deserve awards because they're all gorgeous and they're really like with just such beautiful integrity and amazing products.
These are all our awards.
Woohoo! Go! So good. I tell you, no, but you deserve it, and it is an amazing moment, and it's great to show people that and celebrate that because I know how hard you work, and I know how hard I work, and every time someone gives us an award, and every time a journalist does, gives us something, or around the globe we get an award, I am so grateful to all.
Feel like so appreciated for all that hard work, right?
Completely. And we do what we do because for me it was all about I want to make women look like the most beautiful versions of themselves. And I don't want it to just be this from this VIP world that you and I come from. I want to democratize makeup and give it to everyone. And I think everyone should be a star and everyone is a star. And, you know, for me, it's like that was the real reason that I did my brand, because for years I was a makeup artist creating all the kind of, you know, covers of Vogue and Runway and all the rest of it. And you the same, right? You know, a Runway, that's how we met, you know.
Yeah.
I'm doing so many shoots. You know, we've done covers of Vogue together, and you started the catwalk and, you know, the runway. And but then you sort of think, actually, people are like, oh my God, I want this look that you did on, you know, whatever, this model and that celebrity and whatever it is that, you know, whoever I'm working on. And then you just think, no, actually you can. I want to give this to you and make it easy to use and easy to choose and always gorgeous. And that's kind of what you did when everyone would sort of say to you, but you've always got that glow, and you were researching your crystals and researching your products. And is such a wonderful thing to be able to do and give that. And then all these women come and say, my God, you've made a big difference to my life. And that is honestly the best feeling in the world. And we're so lucky. We're so lucky to do what we do. And I feel, you know, we spread a lot of happiness and joy. And I think that's the main reason that, you know, you and I always bonded over the fact that we love crystals and we loved empowerment and our positive mantras and turning things around and kind of, you know, living in a world where we believe that, you know, we need joy and happiness more than ever right now, right? So it's like, and what I love about what we do with our skincare and our makeup is that, you know, you give people a little bit of joy. You're painting on a little bit of happiness and just a little bit of, and giving people a bit of that self-care and self-love every single day is so important. Exactly. Confidence.
You can really help people feel good in their own skin. That's the most rewarding thing.
Exactly. You know, exactly. Confidence, you know, exactly. A little bit of kind of, you know, they talked about that in the last reception, the lipstick index, you know, just painting on like a little kind of bit of color happiness, kind of, you know, a bit of lipstick.
It just like helps me just wake up if I'm feeling tired, or
it's that power lip, right? It's that kind of statement power lip. There's a kind of real empowerment with it. It does. It's through history and through time. You know, it's a wonderful thing. So tell me, okay, so that's your skincare routine.
That's the morning routine, but nighttime.
Oh yes.
Similar, but I add, instead of the vitamin C serum, we have the Noni Nights, which is an AHA BHA serum, which helps with cellular turnover.
Oh yeah.
Really helps with
I love an AHA BHA
in the skin. And then after I put the serum on, and then I put my Noni Glow face oil again, I keep this next to my bed. This is a sleeping mask, and I put it on every single night, and it helps plump your skin. It's like, it dries as a translucent veil. It locks in the moisture because it has natural hyaluronic acid, and you wake up in the morning and your skin is so like glowy, and then you know, you have your shower, wash your skin, and you're like, oh wow, it really, really makes that difference.
Pumps it up.
Hyaluronic acid in there. So
love those two. Okay, so your serum, so that's your nighttime.
And then
not always.
Morning and night, I use the body lotion and the body oil.
Do you use it at night? That's so clever.
Yeah, night and morning. And I use it on both of my, like all of my children. So the baby, ever since they were born, because these are all pure and good for you, and they were really great as well. This is a great oil to help prevent stretch marks because of the rose hip oil in there.
Oh yeah, the rose hip. Yeah, we love the rose hip. Really anti-aging, smoothing, rejuvenating.
Yeah, so this was like a must-have for me. I mean, it is now as well, but on my growing belly when it was expanding, this
is my God, I know,
to help prevent the stretch marks.
It is exactly, not to get any stretch. It does really work. I used oils, and I mean, it's like that made a huge, I didn't get any stretch marks, which is thank God. And I know you've got none, so you're amazing. Nothing is incredible. I mean, look at that after 3 children. Okay, exercise regime. How do you get those abs?
Okay, so lately, I've been for a very long time doing ballet, like with Mary Helen. It's like ballet Pilates. And I really love that. And often at night, it's once I've got the kids to bed at 6:30, and my husband just finished work, he will go and work out in the gym, and I will do my ballet Pilates at 6:30 p.m. with, you know, Mary Helen via FaceTime.
By FaceTime.
Yeah.
So did you have a bar? Do you have a bar in your house and a mirror, or how do you do the ballet Pilates?
Just on a mat. So we just
On a mat.
using body weight and little wrist weights and ankle weights. So it's pretty simple. You can just do it. Like I do it in my bedroom, and then we do like plies and whatnot. And another exercise I've been loving is Megan Roop. And so, is that how I say her name, Megan Roop? Megan Roop.
Megan.
And she will do like incredible. She has an app, but I actually do one-on-ones with her as well on FaceTime, Skype. But she does have an app. It's called the Sculpt Society. And so Sculpt Society. It's really good. She will make your body ache in ways that you never thought was possible. So you get a really, really good workout. It's only like 45 minutes, you know, and it's quite intense, like dance, cardio. You just kind of, at the time, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to die. And then the next day you feel amazing because you feel all these muscles that you didn't even know that you had.
And so that one's more movement and the other one is more like slow,
kind of precise. Yeah. So those are the two that I love. And then lately I've been taking the kids for a walk for like 45 minutes, whether it be in the morning or in the afternoon when it's not too hot, and really helps to just have that 45-minute walk as well. So the combination of those three things has really helped me get back into shape.
Well, it's really working. Okay. And then what do you think your stomach one? Which one do you think helped you get those flat abs after 3 children?
The combination, because I think you need the cardio and you definitely need, you know, the exercises as well. And I do abs with both of them.
You were on the floor doing those kind of up, down, and the push-ups, like, I mean, the press-ups. So yeah, I know this.
It's also important to tone the arms.
Yeah. Oh my God, the arms. Talk to me about the arm.
But I feel like it's really hard in the beginning. Like I really didn't want to exercise again after just having Miles. I felt like it took me a couple of weeks, like, to get into the routine. And then once I was in it, now I'm kind of addicted. I'm like 6 days a week working out.
Oh, wow. 6 days a week. Okay, I need to up my game. 6 days a week.
And it just helps.
How many hours? Do you do it half an hour a day? Do you do an hour a day?
So I do the 45-minute walk every day. And then sometimes I'll do like Megan and ballet in the same day. So that'll be like 45 minutes and then 45 minutes. So that's
make it work. That's like work all day, do one in the evening, one in the morning. Okay, I've got to up my game.
It's good to be able to do exercise with the kids as well. Sometimes I'll even, if for whatever reason I can't fit in a workout for the kid, and because I have the kids or whatever, I'll turn the music on and I'll get in plank position and the kids will be crawling all over me, but that's kind of like an added weight, right? And at least they're dancing around, enjoying it. It's a good way. You can like do squats and they think it's hilarious. You hold the baby, you do the squats. I mean, you got to do what you can do.
Yeah, I got to do what you can do. I mean, listen, whatever it takes.
Having fun. And I've got Flynn in the background, like jumping around.
I love it. I love it. I know that Valentine literally is like, he's too big to be a weight. It's like, he just crushed me to the floor. Okay, so, and then amazing. Okay, so I need to go, okay, 6 times a week. Okay, now I'm understanding why you got this incredible abs. We're on it. We're doing it. So what about food? What do you eat? How do you, because I know you've always been really kind of great at eating really clean, delicious, always very conscious of like what you're putting in your body, which we all have to become more conscious of, like, for our health.
You know, I thought I was healthy. Like last time you saw me, I would be like, oh yeah, I'm so healthy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then I started reading Anthony Williams' books, like Heal, Liver Rescue. And I realized that there's like a whole nother level if you want to like take it to a whole nother level of health and vitality and wellness. And that's what I've been doing. I've been like following his program of, in the morning, I have 32 ounces of water, just filtered water with 1 lemon. Wow. Then I'll have 32 ounces of just celery juice, plain. Then he has this smoothie, which is called the Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie, and it has spirulina, it has barley grass powder, it has fresh cilantro, it has wild blueberries, bananas, a little bit of dulse. Just put it in the blender, and I give it to the whole family. I drink it, Evan drinks it, the kids drink it.
Wow.
Um,
So what's it called? The name of this author, or this is here? What is he? Is he
let me see if I have the book. Do I have Cleanse to Heal? Oh yeah, I have the book right here. Let me show you. Favorite book?
Cleanse to Heal.
Cleanse to Heal, and I've got so many different. There's so many different recipes in here that it just makes it super easy for you. So, you know, upon waking, have the lemon water, then have the celery juice.
Oh, great. He breaks it down.
And there are yummy recipes in here. It's basically plant-based. So all the fruits and vegetables, you're welcome to eat all of them. And then he talks about how, I'm just trying to
do like a plan. This is your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner.
Yes.
Like 7 days a week.
And there are some really great little recipes in here for the kids. I'm just trying to find some of my favorite. Look at this, caramel apple soft serve. So this is an alternative to like ice cream. So what you do is you put 1 apple, 1 banana, a few dates, little vanilla extract, and then you blend it and you freeze it, and it just tastes delicious. And it's
delicious.
It's a good one for the kids.
It's like a sort of like a smoothie, or so like some sort of like delicious sort of softy ice cream.
It's a smoothie bowl.
Oh, so yummy.
You have there like the bananas, mango, pitaya, which is like a dragon fruit, orange juice. And then
you feel like you're being a little bit naughty, because I always like to feel like I'm a bit naughty.
Yeah, I love to feel naughty. That's like Flynn loves this one. This is watermelon fries. So it's just watermelon, and then you put fresh lime on top, and then you put a little chili powder. It tastes surprisingly delicious.
Delicious. That is so...
I mean, that's like if you want to be, I try to follow that 80% of the time. And then the other 20%, I like to have a little indulgence, you know.
It's okay. So I know that we've got to kind of, there's so much. And vitamins, what vitamins do you take?
Vitamins, I take lemon balm. I take B12.
All in tinctures.
Oh yeah, I love it. This is like...
What company is that? Oh wow, I love the fact that you do it all in tinctures. You don't take any vitamins like that. No, just tincture form.
Mostly tinctures, but I really love...
And who are those by?
These are Vimagee. So
Vimagee?
Yeah, they're organic and they're very, very pure. I
love the vitamin B12 like in a tincture form. Where do you get that, online or?
Yeah, you can get this online on Amazon.
Vimagee.
USDA organic. Vimagee.
Vimagee. So good. I love vitamin B12. We all need a bit of vitamin B12.
You know what? I'm going to take these now because this is celery force, but it's what it has in there is L-glutamine, L-taurine, and magnesium.
Magnesium we all need for stress, right? So it's like really calming. And vitamin B12, again, like the whole world needs that because we've all been sped up. Everything's going so fast. So it's so good for that.
And that company also makes a great zinc. The zinc is good for everyone right now.
Oh, yes, because for our immune systems, we all need zinc.
And vitamin C. They make a vitamin C called Micro C.
Oh, Micro C. Okay, good. Got to have that as well, darling. Okay, that's amazing. You're always a fountain of knowledge. I mean, every time I see you, I'm like, where do I go? What do I do? What exercises? What? You're always amazing. So wait, I want to know, you and Evan on the cover of the Wall Street Journal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a first. You broke a record, right? The Wall Street Journal have never had a power couple on the cover ever. And you and Evan, you're the first.
It was pretty amazing because he, when they approached us, he was like, what do you think? And I was like, well, you know me. I mean, this is like, it's for me, I'd love to, of course, but he's much more of a private person.
Yeah.
And so the actual fact that he was like, yeah, let's do it. I was like, wow, this is awesome. because what it shows is like that we really do complement each other very well, both personally and professionally. We're like the yin and the yang.
Yeah, the opposites attract. It
Yeah.
does, and it was a big article. I mean, it was a massive article. I mean, and you were very open and kind of in depth about your lives and how you met and all the different, I mean, you're both powerhouses. What you both achieved is pretty amazing. I mean, Evan, not only is gorgeous and you're gorgeous, but like you're this beautiful family, but like you've achieved amazing things. You're a big inspiration to a lot of people, but it was wonderful to read. It was pretty mega. So no, I was very proud of you, darling. I was like, oh my God, go Miranda, it's so brilliant, so brilliant. And Evan, I mean, he's amazing what he's done, incredible. Snapchat is, those filters, what an inspiration to all of us, right? We use them
I
all
mean,
the time.
what's incredible about him, and you know the same with
Yeah,
you and myself as like founders and CEOs of our own companies, it's like
yeah,
you just put your whole heart into it every day. Like
every
what's
day.
interesting to me when I first met Evan, I was like, oh my God, why is this guy working so much? Like he's like, I I thought to myself, oh well, he started this company. Like, what does he need to do now? Like you know what I mean? And that was so silly of me to actually think that, because I know as myself as
Nah,
as an owner and CEO, it's just like you're constantly working.
constantly, never like you're just on 24/7.
And that's like him.
Yeah,
I mean, he is just back to back meetings, calls, like continually just putting so much of him and, his magic into creating these products for the world
yeah,
to really enjoy. And right now, more than ever, connecting with people is more important than ever. And that's the
it
way we
is.
speak with my family back in Australia. We've so on Snap, what you can do is you FaceTime via Snap. So it's like in the Snap app, you call people and like see them, and you can put the lenses on your face. So you
We
actually
love lenses.
the lens.
Yeah, we all need the lenses, right? Like Zoom needs the lenses,
Yeah,
right? We need the.
we
I
need.
mean, yeah. So I'm like, we should be calling everyone through Snapchat because it's just like we all look gorgeous.
So if you go here on Snap and you call, so if I called, like, I'm just thinking, if I called
Crystal.
Crystal, and Crystal, I'm calling her, right? And I can put on whatever. Ooh, look at this. There she is. And I can put on whatever lens. But, oh, you can't see. There she is.
Oh, you can't see. But it is, darling, those lenses are everything. Honestly, they've been a big inspiration always. And every time I'm kind of like creating a makeup product, I'm like, I need those lenses. Hollywood Flawless Filter. Do you know what I mean? This is like just thinking about like smoothing, pore blurring, like giving you that kind of glow, right? It's like the lens. I mean, it's just sort of, they're so amazing.
But
But
it's
yeah,
really fun for the kids. Like when we have to when we call my grandparents and my grandma puts the doggy ears on, or the
yeah, exactly. All the hearts coming out of her eyes, or the kind of, I love it.
hilarious just as much as my kids think it's hilarious. I mean, it's so
Right.
cute. And to stay connected like that is just fun. And like sending little snaps throughout the day to keep everyone, like all my
Yeah,
friends.
I do that with lots of friends. Just sort of like it's just so fun. It's humor and it's gorgeous and it's just it is. It's a bit like makeup, right? Like it's a bit like what we do, right? It's kind of like we sort of put when you do the skincare, we do the makeup. It's like, and then you put a filter on. It just does look good, feel good. It kind of takes you into that fun, sort of dreamy kind of world, which is, and we all need that right now. So thank God for Evan's, gorgeous filters. We love them forever. May he please keep continue to magic up more of them, and kind of, to be able to communicate through a filter, just be gorgeous for forever and ever.
Yeah.
But darling, so anyway, but so impressive, just so impressive, and I mean, we could talk that if we had more and more time, I could talk all day about all the things that he's achieved and you've achieved. Your furniture line, just quickly before you go.
One Kings Lane is where it's going to be sold. So
Right.
Universal Furniture approached me to do a collection with them. So this is called the Miranda Kerr Home Collection. And there's so much, there's 50 pieces in the collection. Everything from beds to sofas to chairs to dining tables to little side coffee tables to
I saw it. it's really gorgeous. Like, I'm really gorgeous. Like, I printed something off that I was like, I'm going to order some stuff from the website.
Oh,
but like,
your
I love
hair. Isn't that
that
gorgeous?
chair. It's like, there's like a kind of like modernist, but like 1930s, a bit of a kind of 70s inspiration. I was like, for my office, I was like, oh my God, I want that for my office with that kind of, pillow talk.
Yeah.
I've got pillow talk. I was like, that needs to be in my office for pillow talk. I was like, and it's just so chic and got that sort of deco feeling. And then I love those as well. I thought they were kind of just
they're
chic,
amazing.
simple and gorgeous.
Chair.
And the prices are amazing.
Yeah, they're
like
affordable. But they're
$200.
made so well. Like the fabrics are really wonderful fabrics. And I feel like they're timeless pieces that you can change with whatever you have at home. And now more than ever, people are in their homes a lot more. So it's great to have pieces around that make you feel good and cozy and nurtured. And
how did you, I was really impressed with the line, honestly, the sofas, the beds, like just really beautiful fabrics, beautiful finishes, attention to detail. Who was your inspiration? Obviously, there was like, I saw a bit of 30s, a bit of 70s, kind of different, but like, it was just really, I was really impressed. It's sort of very, professional, kind of architectural.
I love design, just like you design your products and the packaging, and it's all about every little detail. And that was like me when I designed Cora and all the packaging and all the colors and everything. And I've also designed a tea set collection for Royal Albert.
I remember, I love that tea collection.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
They still have it, that tea collection?
Yeah, they still have it. Mm-hmm.
Where is it? It was Royal Albert.
Yeah, Royal Albert.
And it was beautiful bone china.
Fine bone china, yes. With the
really
details, and it's very, for me, I just love creating. And so when Universal came to me and said, we'd love for you to do a collection with us, I was like, oh my God, of course. I came with a whole big vision board of what I wanted to create. And it's called the Love, Joy, Bliss collection, because every piece I feel is infused with that love, joy, bliss, and we can have it throughout all the space in our home to just create that nurturing, loving. And it's
some of the textures that you've done. There's that beautiful fabric, which is called, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like there's that soft kind of delicious fabric, which just feels so nurturing.
Yes. And then the wood, like we have like an alabaster wood grain, and then like a white lacquer finish, and then we have lots of geometric shapes that are included, which brings it back to the crystals and how I'm inspired by the crystals and the shapes of crystals and whatnot. So
I saw that. I was like, the crystals have come in, they found their way in, but it's so beautiful. Really, honestly, gorgeous. I'm definitely going to get some pieces. Like, I was like thinking on my niece's flat. Like, oh my God. I was like, in my office, I was like, that's so great. I just fantastic. Honestly, super impressive.
This is the teacup.
Cups. Yeah. Oh, and the butterflies. That's right. I remember it was all these really beautiful butterflies. So gorgeous.
And then on the bottom, you see it says gratitude. So everything I do is infused with that consciousness of loving and uplifting anyone who comes into contact with either the teacups or sitting on the sofa or using my Cora Organics products. It's all about upliftment and spreading that love and that divine energy.
I agree with you. Probably that's the sentiment I feel, no matter how full on my day is or intense, or sometimes, we're living in such a busy world that we just don't have any time. And you're sometimes like, I just wish I had more time in the day. But then you're like, the sense of gratitude that you have for all of my dream team that work with me to make it all possible, to everyone, all my customers that buy my products. It's like, right? But our dream teams and our consumers, and it's just such a sense of, that is the best feeling. That gratitude is just the best. It's quite emotional, actually. It's really emotional, kind of, how you feel that sense of gratitude, right? You can almost like get a bit teary and be like, I'm so grateful, but I before you go, I just want to ask you, okay, so you're an entrepreneur, you're a founder, activist, model, like I said before, wife, mother, furniture designer, tea maker, basically you're an all-round superwoman. But if you could have one superpower, what would that be that you don't already have?
Well, I think that would have to be to heal. Like I would love to be able to heal anyone that was sick or unwell.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. So,
That would be amazing. That really would be amazing. I think you'd have everyone on you who had not to move, be like, Miranda. You're right. That would be amazing. You're absolutely right. That is the heal the world, heal the planet, heal the people.
and heal
Yes, we need that right now. But we can try and do it through, like we said, we become our thoughts. We are our thoughts. We are made up of water. We talk it into existence, will it into existence. It will be. So okay, so quick 5 last questions, and then I'll let you go, my darling, because I know I've hogged you for long enough. But Desert Island Beauty product,
Oh my goodness, the Noni Glow face oil.
Desert Island makeup product.
Oof. I'd probably say this one.
It's
Sexy
like
lips.
sexy lips. I love it. Yes, darling. I know it's so good on you. So good on you. Sexy lips. Yay! Charlotte's always sexy lips. Okay, Bondi Beach or Malibu Beach?
Oh, I have a soft spot for Bondi Beach.
Bondi Beach. I know. Right. It's like, do you miss it, darling? Now so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bondi
I
Beach
know.
is a very magical place, and it feels, in a way, when you walk that Bondi to Bronte walk, it feels, even though it's Australian, it also feels a little European in a way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole to be back there. Now, if you could swap places with one person for a day, who would it be?
Probably one of my kids, because
I know, right? They are like
like, and to see life through their eyes. Probably Little Heart, my little 2-year-old. He's so
such a
cute,
good name.
and he's such, yeah. He's that was his grandfather's name on Evan's side.
Wow, I was like,
And Miles is another great grandfather's name on Evan's side. So
they're all coming down, all the kind of ancestors, and they're all about you. I love it. They're like, don't forget us. If you could only have one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
ooh, one meal. Damn, that's a good one. Damn. Like, and there would be no like health aversions, or there would be. Are we thinking
Whatever,
about a healthy meal or something I really love the taste of?
whatever you really love, like whatever you
Like,
really,
if I knew I just had 1 week to live, what would I eat? And if it didn't matter about my health, I'd probably
yeah.
eat like, okay, so this is really decadent and out there. It's like a potato chip with a little bit of creme fresh and a little bit of caviar.
Delicious,
And a little bit of
delicious.
pain.
I love naughty chips. We love them, obviously,
Yes.
being English. Love a naughty chip.
Yeah.
And what would the healthy meal be?
The healthy meal would probably be,
What do you have every day that you're like, I know I'm like having to kind of, maybe I've been a bit naughty, I should be good, and I'm going to eat that healthy meal? Like,
probably like, well, it's like a big salad, but has steamed potatoes in there, and a little avocado and steamed potatoes and tomato and cucumber and delicious.
Radishes, delicious.
Yeah, radishes, yeah.
I love radishes. I like to spice it up, really healthy for you. Yeah. And then, okay, last thing, ultimate mantra to live by.
I like to, my mum has always said, if you're going to do something, like, do it right or don't do it at all. So I live by that every day. Like, give it your 100% or don't do it. Like, give it your all. Put your whole heart into it or don't do it.
And so will you tell everyone what your sign is? Because I always love, I love a horoscope. I love a sign.
Yes. I'm an Aries, and my moon is in Cancer, and I have a Leo rising.
So that's very good, because the Aries are quite strong, they're quite focused. So yeah, exactly. And then you've got that Leo, but then a bit dreamy.
And then the moon, which is like maternal mother. So
yes,
moon's in Cancer.
Okay, but exactly, very maternal, very homey. They love their home.
No wonder I like being home so much.
I know, it's so kind of like
the
gorgeous.
Aries is my wild child.
No, which we all have in us,
Yes.
even though we love. No, exactly. We've got to have a bit of both. Got to have a bit of both. Oh my darling, this has been so, honestly, thank you for sharing this with me. Honestly, you're an inspiration to me and to so many people. And you know what you do for kind of women with Empower Yourself, your books, young girls. So many girls come to me and they go, oh my God, I've got her empowerment book, her Treasure Yourself book. It's helped me so much. And sharing a bit of, I know the magic, you know, I get to sit in a very privileged situation sometimes doing your makeup and knowing you as I do, and just being able to share a bit of that magic with the world. And what you do is honestly, I feel lots of gratitude. So thank you so much. Thank you. And I miss you and I wish I could give you a big hug, but
you're an angel and inspiration to me and so many. So thank you for spreading your light in this world.
oh no, thank you. Yes, love and light. That's what we all need right now, and happiness.
Love and light. I'm going to put my love and light. I'm going to keep this with you.
Yes, I know, right? We're just going to keep painting on that love and light. Oh my darling, well listen, send a big kiss to Evan, to Flynn.
Yes, and you and your family.
I know. Mwah, and so much love and joy and happiness, and I hope to see you very soon.
Yes, same.
And kiss to Crystal as well.
Bye.
Love you. Bye, darling.
Darlings, this week on Beauty Happy Hour, the secret question is, how many pieces are in Miranda Kerr's new furniture collection?